There are some RFAs on that team that you might think would be worthy of protection of investment.
You talking about guys like Mitch Marner and Auston Matthews?
I am talking about guys like Mitch Marner and Auston Matthews. And the RFA has been a hot topic given the crop of RFAs that's about to come up and about to get paid, apparently. Offer sheets have been brought up a couple times. They've been brought up a couple times with Matthews, more specifically Arizona potentially. RFAing, offer sheeting. What would you call offer sheeting is probably the more correct
Offer
term.
sheeting. Oh, there will be some sheeting going on if that goes down.
Right.
Yeah.
Auston Matthews.
They'll be sheeting their drawers.
What does Mitch Marner get? Well, they asked him about that as well.
I think an offer sheet is completely permissible within the rules of the league, and even though they haven't been used frequently. But there's a lot of players. I understand why it's a topic, because there are a lot of restricted free agents coming up this year that are highly talented. I think we're certainly not alone in that. But what I would say, as it relates solely to our team, is that our salary cap situation is set up that we could defend any of those threats with no worry at all. So I know that they've become a huge topic of late, but I spend 0% of my time having any worry about that. And if a team wants to go down that path with us, that's the way it goes. But our goal will be continue to work with these players. The players have both stated they want to be here, and it's our goal to continue to work with them and their agents towards an agreement.
Dude, he just physically threatened every other GM.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
I didn't see that part of it.
But his choice of words from one sentence to the next, Tim, was really interesting in that. Mm. In one sentence, he said, I spend 0% of my time thinking about offer sheets.
Yes.
Then, right before then, said, we can defend those threats. So he's looking at it as a threat. Mm-hmm. And he's looking at a way to defend it. Like, those are words you do not, if you're not really concerned with
the whole point of an offer sheet.
You don't use the word threat if you're not concerned with anything.
That's why they think that the Leafs may be offer sheeted, because they're in a tough spot, right?
Well, they'll be offer sheeted, all right.
Right?
But and what I'm also hearing, Tim, you're right, and I'm also hearing, and Elliot kind of brought this up to us recently, if you do that to us, be careful.
Right.
Because what you can have, instead of GMs like threatening each other with physical harm, which we've seen in the past in the National Hockey League, you'll just see dudes, younger GMs in this league, do the exact same thing back to you. And you can't necessarily meet those numbers. You don't have MLSE backing you.
Right.
And I think this was a calculated thing from Kyle. This was fairly passive aggressive from this young GM. I was really intrigued by what he did today.
I know there's a lot of people saying, well, it's a salary cap. How can he do that? Well, you offer bonuses up front.
Oh, yeah.
You offer lockout protection. You do things that other teams can't do because they don't have that kind of
money.
money.
And not every team can go to the cap. Let's be honest. If Arizona wants to play that game, they can play that game with any other kid coming. Arizona can't touch them.
Right.
They can't get close to the top of the cap the way the Leafs can.
And that's why you don't see it a ton.